Meet the octopus, star of every sushi menu. Everyone thinks it is just a dumb blob, a squishy noodle with zero brain cells. That is the biggest science insult ever. So today we prove everybody wrong. Watch this glass tank very closely. Someone hid a maze inside there. This should take forever to solve. Octopus Blob solved it in seconds. It barely even looked at the maze. Then it high-fived itself 3 times. Someone taught it to be this smug. Next, it grabbed a marker pen. It wrote "nice try" on the glass. This blob has jokes, apparently. Then, someone sealed a jar shut. A snack was hidden inside it. It opened the jar from inside out. Nobody taught it that little trick. Dumb blobs do not pull off heists. Okay, maybe it is a little smart, but its body hides way weirder secrets. For starters, its blood is blue. Blue blood sounds like a superhero thing. Its arms might think all by themselves. That means 8 brains might be working. Its skin might even sense light. It can supposedly rewrite its own biology. That sounds completely impossible for any animal. Let's meet the weirdest body on Earth. Octopuses hide a wild body secret. They actually have 3 separate hearts. 2 small hearts pump blood through gills. Scientists call these the branchial hearts. One big heart serves the whole body. That one is called the systemic heart. But that big heart actually stops swimming. It literally pauses the moment they swim. That is why crawling feels easier. Swimming just exhausts that poor little heart. Now check out their strange blue blood. Human blood turns red from iron. Octopus blood uses copper instead of iron. That copper molecule is called hemocyanin. Tiny scientist draws a real blood sample. It looks like blue raspberry syrup. Tiny copper coins float inside the sample. Copper blood works better in cold water. It grabs oxygen even in low supply. 3 hearts in blue blood explain plenty. Now let us peek inside its brains. Octopuses have about 9 brains total. 1 sits inside the head as usual. 8 more live inside each arm. That is roughly 500 million neurons. Most neurons actually live in the arms. The head brain calls a team meeting. All 8 arm brains show up loud. It looks like a chaotic group chat. Nobody in this meeting listens politely. One arm just wanders off mid-meeting. It sneaks off to grab a snack. Brainy is not even noticed yet. Arms can act with striking independence. A separated arm can still react alone. That is basically a mammal-sized neuron count. Each arm basically thinks for itself. Octopus Blob looks a little overwhelmed today. 9 brains means 9 different opinions. Somehow this messy brain team still works. Now here is the weirdest part yet. Octopus skin can actually sense light. This works even with no eyes nearby. It works even after leaving the body. Scientists tested this in a real lab. A flashlight beam hits the skin patch. The skin instantly changes its pattern. Tiny color cells called chromatophores do this. Those cells expand the second light hits. This uses a protein found in eyes. Skin cells basically borrow eyeball technology. Blue light triggers the strongest reaction. The patch nearly jumps out of excitement. Octopus Blob already uses this for camouflage. Its whole body can change color fast. Now imagine skin doing that all alone. The skin patch adjusts its sunglasses proudly. Skin that sees light sounds impossible. Yet octopus skin pulls it off daily. Octopus bodies keep breaking every normal rule. Some octopuses carry their own portable armor. They pick up shells other creatures threw away. Then it snaps the shells together like luggage. Boom! Instant mobile home for a soft body. But carrying shells means walking gets awkward fast. Scientists call this move stilt walking underwater. Picture wearing 2 salad bowls as roller skates. It looks ridiculous, but the shells actually work. This is called tool use in the wild. Very few animals plan ahead like this. The octopus saves the shells for future danger. That is some serious 8-armed forward thinking. But tool use is not even the wildest part. Octopuses can also recognize individual human faces, even when both people wear the exact same clothes. One keeper always brings the tasty fish snacks. The other keeper just mildly annoys the octopus, So the octopus learns to treat them differently. One gets a tentacle hug every single time. The other gets blasted with a jet of ink. Same outfit, completely different treatment every visit. That means octopuses actually remember faces over time. No fur, no feathers, still tells people apart. Most fish cannot even do that trick. Octopuses just do it without even trying hard. This brain sits mostly outside its actual head. Each arm can think and react almost alone. So recognizing faces takes serious teamwork inside one body. Tools and face memory are just the warm-up. The real secret hides deep inside its cells. Every animal carries an instruction book called DNA. Think of DNA like a giant family cookbook. Normally, that cookbook barely changes for generations. But octopuses found a sneaky workaround for that. They do not touch the cookbook at all. Instead, they edit a loose recipe card called RNA. Picture scribbling changes onto today's recipe only. The cookbook stays closed untouched on the shelf. Only the daily recipe card gets marked up. This trick is called RNA editing. Most animals barely edit their recipe cards at all. Octopuses edit tens of thousands of tiny spots. That is an enormous number of little tweaks. Most of that editing happens inside its neurons. Neurons are the tiny wires that run the brain. So the brain edits itself while it is working. This lets proteins change almost on the spot. No waiting around for slow DNA evolution. The recipe card just gets fixed today instead. That is real-time software patching for a body. But this trick does not come free of cost. Heavy RNA editing seems to slow DNA changes down. It is like a trade-off between two habits: edit fast today or evolve slow over centuries. Octopuses clearly chose the fast edit lifestyle. This trick belongs to their whole squishy family. Squids and cuttlefish edit their recipes too. Scientists still do not fully understand why this evolved, but it clearly helps a soft, brainy body survive. A living creature quietly rewriting its own software. Okay, let's recap this whole weird animal. 3 hearts and blue blood casually. 2 hearts even clock out swimming. Copper blood turns their blood blue. 500 million neurons, wildly scattered. 2/3 of those live in the arms. So the arms basically think for themselves. An armed democracy with 8 tiny voters. Their skin literally senses light, skin that sees without any actual eyes. They wear coconut shells like tiny armor, portable armor before humans invented armor. They can even recognize human faces. Yes, they remember the annoying visitor. Then there's the RNA editing trick. Rewriting proteins right before they're built. Basically a living software patch. This animal basically hacks its own body. Okay, but here's the part that hits different. Mother octopuses guard their eggs for months. She barely eats the entire time. Special glands quietly flip a body switch. It's called the optic gland for real. After hatching, her body slowly winds down. Scientists once removed that gland experimentally. And the decline actually reversed itself. One really intense final life mission. Nature's rules are just built differently here. A totally different kind of smart, honestly.